Okay, so this is a story about falling in love a couple of times. So there's two parts to this story. The first one is 13 years long, but I can say it in one sentence. And that is, I had a ponytail from 1993 to 2006. And that's just a sad story. It was supposed to be attractive to women when it started out, and it might have been, but by the time I cut it off, it was just kind of embarrassing. And so in 2006, in June, after about 1,000 people told me I should cut this ponytail off, I cut it off, and I felt alive suddenly. Probably because people were looking at me like, oh, good job. But I took it much further, and this friend of mine said, this woman, she said, you look good. Do you feel hot? Do you feel hot? And yes, I feel hot. So that week, feeling hot, I went to a wedding party, and for a couple of my friends, and it was one of those things where I'm going to an event. There are going to be women there. I got to really just look good and shave, and I just got my hair cut, so I felt wonderful. And I went in there. I met this really cool woman, Chris, and it wasn't that big of a wedding party, so we really got along really well. There was some chemistry there, a lot of flirting, a lot of dancing, and a lot of filthy, filthy jokes and innuendo. And I thought, wow, this lady, she's great, because that's the best. Some woman understands my really awful sense of humor, filthy sense of humor. I'm really attached. But it was an innocent day. It was just jokes and flirting. And I took her to a second party, because it was an afternoon wedding party. So there was a party that I was going to go to next, and we were in separate cars. I said, hey, why don't you give me your phone number in case we get separated? Because she was living in Fort Collins, and she said, that is a really sneaky way to get someone's digits. But I said, well, can I have them? She said, yeah. So I went to the other party, and still nothing really happened, but it was just flirting. And then, back up, I got to mention something about her, very important. During the whole wedding thing, I asked my friends, what's her story? Is she available? Is she single or what? And they said, okay, she's seeing a guy. He lives in D.C. She's going to move out there to be with him in a month, but he's an asshole. We don't like him, so do your best today. Maybe she'll change her mind. And so that was the whole day of flirting and telling dirty innuendos and stuff. And one of the stories I told her, one of the dirty stories I told her, well, not dirty, but I told her that I had made a comedy movie where people are generating electricity using the power of masturbation. That is a true thing. I did that. It wasn't a joke. I did this. I am not tagged in this video. I will never be tagged, but it is out there. She thought it was funny. She thought, oh, that sounds like a funny thing. I didn't show it to her because it's kind of embarrassing. But so I called her that week. She was living in Fort Collins, and we hadn't talked about the whole D.C. thing yet, but I asked her. I said, hey, yeah, they said you're going to D.C. Yeah, I'm going to move to D.C. Yeah. So the conversation ended. I said, oh, have fun. So the summer goes by. It's October. I'm at my desk. And I was in a workplace with other people around. Keep that in mind. So sitting there about 10 in the morning, half asleep at my desk, and I look down, my phone's ringing, and it's her. It's this woman, Chris. And so in about a second and a half, I went from half asleep to everything that happened. In my mind, in that second and a half, I went, okay, you got to do something amazing. You got to match the feelings that you're having in this second and a half. You got to talk like somebody else. You're cool, but talk like someone else. Talk like someone famous. Bernie Mac. So I said, how you doing, baby? Loud. In the office. And she said, oh, I'm doing okay. How'd you know it was me? Because I got your digits in my phone, baby. That's what I did. And I said, how's D.C.? And she said, oh, that's good. How are you? I said, oh, I'm fine. I just made another movie. Another movie? Yeah, remember the one where we were generating electricity using masturbation? It's just long silence on the other end. No. You remember, right, the movie? I'm trying to explain, and can't remember what happened, but then she said, oh, wait, is this Dan Curtis? Yeah. That's my name, so I said, yes, this is oh, yes, I remember you, yes, you told me about that, it was very funny. Yeah, I'm sorry, I was trying to call my advisor. His name is also Dan, it's next to yours in my phone, so that was the end of all my dreams. All the thing, because I was thinking, oh, she has left this asshole. She's moved back to Fort Collins, and she's going to be with me, but that was kind of the end of it. So I found love, and then I fell off of that. So thank you.